Hi guys, Technorix here and welcome on to some very exciting LEGO news. The 2026 summer wave of LEGO Minecraft set has been revealed. There are 7 sets in this wave, all releasing on June 1st, and we are going to take a look at all of them. So stay tuned! Our first and cheapest set is 21592 Chicken Jockey Desert Attack. It will retail for $25 and have 428 pieces. Wow, this is actually a really good deal. Even so, I'm really not interested in this set. It's clearly meant for kids to play with. The baby mobs have a good amount of articulation and the Iron Golem has a nice play feature, but other than that I don't have anything else to say about this set. Next up is 21598 Underwater Adventure, with 310 pieces and costing $30. And at first I thought this was a mistake that the set picture was wrong. But no, this is just an almost identical remake of this 2022 set. So really nothing that interesting. The build is basically the exact same as before, only a bit wider and with better coral blocks. The Dolphin, Guardian and Elder Guardian all use the same builds as before, the Drowned is nothing new, there is a Steve minifigure with fully enchanted armor and a new Deep Sea Diver player scheme. Oh, and there's also Buried Treasure, which is pretty cool, and a boat for Steve. Our third set is 21593, First Night Adventure for $35 and 301 pieces. And this set is really nice. You've got a cave with a birch forest and a bit of a snowy taiga in the river, just back to the basics of LEGO Minecraft. And there's also an amazing yet very simple play feature, where you can chop down the birch trees and box your minifigure in the cave for the night. And then you can blow it up. The figures in this set are nice too. You've got Alex, an angry bee, a creeper, a skeleton and a white bunny, which are pretty common, and then our first ever wolf and pig variants, that being the woods wolf and the cold pig. The next set is 21596 Evoker Village Attack, retailing for $90 and 607 pieces. And as you've probably already figured out, this set contains our first ever Evoker. And honestly, it looks good. You can also see these new builds for the Vexes, and I love the diamond pieces that the designers used for the wings. Other figures in this set are a Mason and Librarian Villager, an Iron Golem, 2 new player skins, that being the Raccoon Adventurer and Undying Protector, a Magenta Sheep and our first ever Jellycat. And there's one accessory that's really worth noting, and it's this little 1x1 tile with the first ever LEGO Totem of Undying. So that makes 3 first-timers in this set: the Evoker, Jellycat and Totem. This set's build features a plains village with a little town stand and 2 houses, one for the librarian and one for the stonemason. The stand has a torch and a bell, and the mason's house is basically empty, with just a stonecutter. The librarian's house is more interesting, with a balcony, some bookshelves, a lectern and a bed in the attic. The 2 houses also have an animal pen, respectively a crop farm adjacent to them, and the roofs can be removed for play. My 2 big complaints for this set are the price, and also the fact that the Evoker's fangs are not included. They would have been really nice to get, but this is a good set nonetheless. Our final playset is 21597 Gas Station, with 754 pieces and costing $110. And I'm really surprised that we're getting this set. I mean, the Chase the Skies update was barely a year ago, so already getting it in LEGO form is really unexpected. So let's take a look at how they made the Ghast variants. The dried and baby Ghast are built on their side and use these clips for the tentacles and a printed 1x1 tile for their face. The Ghastling uses a 2x4 printed tile for its face and some grill pieces for its gills. And then there's the adult Happy Ghast, who has a brick-built face, which doesn't look that great. It also has some open studs and bar connections, so you can attach a harness and a boat. The harness build is really good, I just love that you can pull up the goggles, but unfortunately it's not one singular build. You have to attach some parts separately to the Happy Ghast body. Other figures from this set are 2 skeletons and 2 new player skins, the Ghast Keeper and Ironaut. But where this set really shines is the build, if you ask me. It's simply beautiful. I especially like the verticality of this set, which works really well with the ghasts, warp flying mobs. Also the waterfalls that flow from layer to layer look amazing, same for the lake at the bottom, made fully out of transparent plates. And there's also a little lava pool surrounded by obsidian blocks. The biomes included are a lush and dripstone cave, and there's also a bit of a plains biome with a birch tree. There are also some player-built parts, like this area to hydrate the dried gas, this gas enclosure and some kind of base inside the cave, with some basic utilities. Also something interesting that I noticed are these transparent red grill pieces. Maybe they're supposed to represent redstone, but I don't know. And this top view doesn't really help. Now we're getting onto the display sets, and the first one is 21594, the skeleton, who will cost $40 and have 502 pieces. So the price per piece is really good, and so is the size of this set. It's 11 cm wide and 29 cm tall. I love that grass base, but I wonder if you can detach the skeleton from it. Also, I like how they designed the ribcage and the head, and that there is some amount of articulation in the arms and also the head. The skeleton also comes with some accessories, that being a bow and the diamond helmet, which you can take off if you like, so that's cool. The final set is 21595, the Ender Dragon, and this set too has a really nice price. $70 for 710 pieces and the 21 by 37 cm build. Not bad at all. Not only that, but the build looks really great. The body and head are built in a really nice way, and the wings are made out of these vinyl pieces. There's also a function where if you turn this crank, the wings will flap up and down. The base is really creative, it's the end portal, and you can see that there's still a torch attached. It's not really accurate as the pillar is slanted, but I like how they made the portal effect, and also the plaque here with the boss bar. So, apparently there's a set that I missed. Chicken Jockey 21582 with 344 pieces, but it's not up on lego.com, so I have no information about its price or release date. What can I say about this set? Well, the meme kind of died, but it's still nice. All of the three mobs look really good and have great articulation, but I'm really surprised that we're getting this new baby chicken. I mean, the tiny takeover update was not even 2 months ago. Something else that's interesting is that with some sets you get a free in-game item. So, a diamond skull cap from the skeleton, ender dragon wings from the ender dragon, an evoker hooded mantle and vex plumed wings from the evoker village attack, and a walled gas station skin pack from, you guessed it, the gas station. That was all for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And also, I make custom LEGO minifigures, so if you want to download my prints for free, you can check out my Patreon linked below.